Welcome to my channel, where we share videos on places we've been and places we've stayed and things we've done. In this video, the highlight is on the horizontal falls, which was a magnificent boat trip. Also a cultural walk where we gathered seafood and barbecued it, and we've done some significant four-wheel driving. Enjoy the video.
This trip focuses on the Dampier Peninsula, immediately north of Broome. 400k return in and out.
We went into Beagle Bay, an Aboriginal community which is known for its church. The reason it's famous is the pearl shells
that adorn the pulpit and altar.
Here we're at the very tip of the Dampier Peninsula. And this is the boat ramp that they use.
The peninsula is very remote.
And the boat ramp is literally a piece of beach that you can drive down onto.
The cultural tour took us over four-wheel drive country, sort of 7 to 10k of it, into traditional lands adjacent to a major creek estuary.
We went through some territory where they'd done the cultural burning off. That's it here now, as we travelled closer to the water. The mangrove swamps that we went looking for mud crabs in. And we found lots of mud crabs.
Plenty of mud crabs, caught half a dozen or so.
So there were a few of us on the tour. As you can see, we got kids. The kids were into chasing the mud crabs, but we adults were into eating them. So there's mud crabs, fish, whelks,
cockles, oysters.
All done on the barbecued coals.
All locally gathered.
And these are the whelks being opened with a rock, and the oysters also being opened with a rock.
The lovely oysters, huge, steamed on the barbecue.
And of course, once we travelled in there, we had to travel out along different track. Again, lots of sand.
Got an introduction to bush medicine and bush product.
Lots of history. We moved on then to Cygnet Bay. We went on a boat trip in this boat out to a coral reef.
So this reef is covered in ordinary tide, low tide. The water runs off it.
And this is it when there's higher tide. We then went on the big journey for us out to horizontal falls.
So a couple of 100k by boat there and back.
So that was 4.5 hours out there. Then we had time in the falls themselves and had to come back again.
On the rock faces here you can see the height of ordinary tides. So we're here on the ebb in a neap tide.
So 10 metre difference in the tides. But the water you can see there,
there's flowing out between the headlands at incredible speed, massive volume. Like we're told 3 times the volume of Sydney Harbour daily goes through that slot.
And the water's like roiling, miniature whirlpools in the water. We're in a rubber ducky with a 70 horsepower outboard on the back and needed all of that power to make it safe and survive in the incredible outflow through these slots carved in the sandstone over time. It was such an amazing experience. So thrilling to be there and in that or on that water. Wouldn't want to be in the water, you wouldn't survive it.
Half a kilometre back across the water to the hills behind, there's a slot also that the water comes through like this, which you can't reach these days. It's only 10 metres wide, so you can imagine what the water flow through that is like. Just so rough and tortured in the space.
Cygnet Bay Pearl Farm. We did a pearl farm tour, and here we're opening up a pearl oyster to see if there's a pearl inside.
And lo and behold, is your cultured pearl.
And look what they can make out of pearls, just beautiful.
Wonderfully clear nights here.
It's the Roadhouse, and we're fascinated by the
Local painting.
preparing for our long drive, 30 to 40 kilometres out to Pender Bay. Jim was airing down the tyres, getting us down so we can manage this very rough, very sandy,
Very rocky and incredible quick changes in elevation.
it was very narrow too, as you can see. So it was a bit of a challenge when we had another vehicle coming the opposite way.
Pender Bay itself is recognised as the highest density spot for humpback births, which go on in August.
Humpback whales, that is. This is yet another boat ramp that just consists of a road down to the beach, and you launch in off the beach. But no swimming here. Just like everywhere up here, it's crocodile potential issues. The campsites, if you look hard, you can see people's caravans and things up there on the rocks overlooking the beach. And here's Eli with a great view of Pender Bay. And outdoor showers again, all well aerated. A shower with a view. And a magnificent morning sunrise. Hey Jim, you got any stats for us?
I do have. I thought I'd tell you about boab trees, which are all over the country. Call them bottle trees if you like, and their shapes. Got all sorts of shapes, multiple and single trunks, symmetrical crowns, unsymmetrical, young trees, mature, aged, leafy, leafless. We've been on Dampier Peninsula. There's only one road that's bitumen. It runs north-south. Anything off that's been four-wheel drive country. We've aired down for our first long four-wheel drive journey, 40k or so, into Pender Bay. I thought I might tell you a bit about the animals we've been sighting. So feral cats, feral dogs, dingoes.
Thanks for watching. Our next video will focus on the last of our WA trip, where we'll fly over the Bungle Bungles and we'll do El Castro road trip.
Been through it all, now it's time to go. The road is calling, but I'll miss you so. The laughter we shared, the moments we made, I'll carry